Hey everybody, Merry Christmas. It is now Christmas Eve. I got another Christmas shirt on, Don't Stop Believin'. Journey, get it? Love Journey. Anyway, time for another movie review, and on this Christmas Eve, I'm going to do El Camino Christmas. Quickly on the ratings, Rotten Tomatoes, 46% from the audience. The critics haven't even seen it yet, except for this critic's about to. 5.7 on IMDb, so nothing spectacular, but it sounds like a group of people get stuck in a liquor store that's being robbed on Christmas Eve. And it's star-studded, as my wife would like to say. Dax Shepard, Kurtwood Smith, Red from That 70s Show, Luke Grimes, Emilio Rivera from the motorcycle one. I'll come back to that. Jessica Alba, Vincent D'Onofrio, somebody else. That seems about it, I think. Tim Allen, sorry. Tim Allen's in it, too. Holy tomatoes. There might be more. It goes on and on. Star-studded. It's got to be somewhat good. It's Christmas Eve. It's a Christmas story. And I'm going to tell you what it's like, and maybe I'll get it posted tomorrow. So if you're interested, you could watch it for Christmas. All right. I'm going to get into it right now, and I'll check back in a little bit and let you know how it's going. Merry Christmas. See you in a bit. Hey, everybody. No time for any check-ins on this one. It is over, and we're at the credits of El Camino Christmas. It was only an hour and 29 minutes. So a little bit more about it. I have mixed emotions about this movie. So first of all, let me give you the plot a little bit more. So this this guy comes to town who, he's looking for somebody who lives in an apartment in this El Camino. So it's El Camino, Nevada, and that's what he's in town looking for that person. It ends up being he's looking for his father. And as he's a new guy in town, so the sheriff's department start to think he might be a bad guy. He has a car and he doesn't know the year of the car. When he talks to the cops, not that that's a big deal. But then Tim Allen is the guy who currently lives in this apartment where he thinks his father used to live. And so he goes out with Tim Allen to the bar so that they can talk some stories. Maybe he can help him find his dad. When he does that, Tim Allen leaves some marijuana in the car. And the sheriffs are on the tail of this guy all the time trying to catch him because he's an outsider. And then, of course, they catch him with this pot, which then has him basically running from the cops, even though he didn't do anything wrong, gets into this liquor store. Meanwhile, throughout it, there's a girl and a son too that he had met throughout his, dealings in this El Camino town. When he goes out to the diner and he buys cake for them, whatever. So a little bit of a relationship there, but then all of them get holed up in this liquor store because the cops come after him. He shoots a cop in the leg, and it becomes a hostage situation. So that's basically what happens, and then the whole dealing with the hostage situation, the FBI eventually comes, they have it all surrounded, that kind of stuff. You've seen that type of stuff many times. And the guy who came, the drifter who came to town is supposed to be a good guy, not really bad guy, and how is he going to get out of this? Some of the things, like there's no really development about him ahead of, at all about his character except for what you see. That he's there looking for a father. Very little background. Where's he from? I think they maybe say Minnesota, but whatever. What's causing him to look for his father at this point? That's missing. So lacks a little bit of development, I think. And it's not really a Christmas movie like I expected more, maybe a little bit more humor. Yeah, I don't know, a little bit more uplifting. It wasn't. It says TVMA, but it's probably R-rated. A lot of violence, so I was surprised by that. I didn't expect that. I expected more of a joyful film. So not something I really wanted to watch on Christmas Eve, heading into Christmas. It takes place on Christmas Eve, but it really has nothing to do with that. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a 6. If you have something to watch maybe next Christmas, I wouldn't recommend this. I'm not even sure if I'm going to publish this one or not, but I wanted to give you a quick review and an update on it. Like I said, there's a lot of good actors and actresses in it. Jessica Alba plays a reporter, TV reporter who's pregnant and is looking for the big story, and this is kind of her break. The guy from Sons of Anarchy owns the liquor store, so that's his role. Vincent D'Onofrio is part of is a deputy sheriff. Red is the sheriff. Red from that '70s show. He is actually, and Dak Shepard is also part of the deputy sheriff. So that's how they're all interconnected. And as I mentioned, Tim Allen is the guy who lives in the apartment that the son's looking for his father in. But a lot of good actors and actresses in it, but just didn't really hit me as a holiday comedy that I was hoping for. So a little down on it and not enough backstory. Hour and 28 minutes, hard to do that, but that's it. That's all I'm going to say. It's up to you. If you watch it, let me know. I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'll probably record something before the New Year. I got the whole next week off, so stick around, but Merry Christmas if you don't watch me before then. All right, see ya.